What's up out there? Welcome back to Melvor Adventure Mode. We are on episode 50, and I've decided to call it a finale on this video. I have two sections of this Impending Darkness event to go, so we're going to knock both of those out, and then that'll be it for the series. I might do a little epilogue or something at some point and kind of go over the stats and everything, but this is going to be a long video, so let's dive in. We have now selected 4 of these modifiers. I believe we have to select one more. We have to go through this one last iteration. So let me double check everything real quick here. We have Diamond Luck equipped and running. We have all our Slayer gear on. Hunter's rings. We have all the new shields. Now, if we make it through this, we're going to get a power ring, which I'm not going to use. I'll just gather it, and then we'll go on to the next section. So, let's dive into the Unhallowed Wasteland. First up is Greater Skeletals. So let's... Oh, I was totally unprepared for this. Well, sort of unprepared. Let's do faster attack. Stunned, we're going to heal stun as much as possible. Try to get out of that stun. Hopefully we can kill these things off quickly and move on. We're going to have 2 more times of fighting in the Unhallowed Wasteland. And hopefully we get better, something better on the next one, so we don't want to die. Do not want to die. Okay. Making it through pretty good. Oh, this has been this event is very long. I definitely wished it was shorter. I definitely wish you could do chunks or skip pieces of it or something along those lines, because this just gets very long and it's a very drawn out thing when some of these areas are kind of just full of stuff that you could just do away with. It'd be kind of cool if once you had the item, like if I ever wanted to redo this, I could pick the section. Like I've beaten this section so I could skip it or redo it. That way, if you wanted a particular item or something, you could come back and do it, especially once you've beaten the event. Or if you're trying to do the event, you know, if you could go through and skip certain sections. Like if you already have the first phase with the melee power, shield of melee power, you could skip that and go to the next one. You don't get a shield for it, but you could just skip it. You know what I mean? Like, I think that those are some small quality of life things that I think would go very well. Number one, being able to skip what you've already completed. So if you have the shield, you can just skip it. And then number two, once you're completely done with the event, like once you've beaten Bane and you're done with the whole thing, it'd be cool if you could select just the area you want to go and redo the item. So like if I want this ring of power, if I wanted 3 of those rings of power, that means I have to go through this 3 times. The first 3 phases, like we've already done 3 phases and I'm doing the 4th phase now. I would have to do that 3 times just to get that stupid ring, which isn't the end of the world, but man, that's a lot of time synced into it. Into the Mist is tough enough, or bad enough, I should say. So, you got to do that thing 5 times. And then this thing takes, half an hour for each one of these sections, roughly. I think my videos have been running 26 minutes or so. And I may do this as a 50A and 50B. I'm not sure. I may speed through this. I may just do the Bane fights. I may skip a bunch of this because you've seen all this before. There's not really going to be anything different or new. So I may buzz through a bunch of this, cut out a bunch of it because you've already seen all this. Just show the Bane fights or something up to this point, and then the Bane fights or whatever. So maybe that's what we'll do. I don't know. Not really a whole lot to do here. Let's see, switch over to that, except just watch this stuff tick by, and I'm kind of ready to just be done with this fight at this point. I think I've given all the things that I have to give as far as knowledge and everything goes on this particular fight, and at this point it's just kind of kicking a beating a dead horse or whatever you want to call it. So I think if everything works out, we are going to skip to the Bane fight, and I will see you there. Okay, we are back. I skipped a whole bunch of these fights. They were really nothing to worry about. We're back on the Bane fight. This is round 4, I believe. So this is the boss section for him. It is a melee. I may end up running from this one. If we get bogged down in this fight, I'll just run from it and retry this area. Basically what you do is you just hit this run button and then you come back in and redo this perilous peaks, and that's it. So I'm going to try something a little different. I switched my gear because I think this gives you an extra 1% damage reduction. So I switched out the spike shell gloves to the spike shell gloves. You can't stun this guy anyway, but we might be able to get some bleed on him. He is immune to stun, freeze, sleep, curses, and slows, but he's not immune to bleed. Now, this is where I did try on my standard account. I put on the Darksteel Blade because this synergizes with the bleeding, I think, but it didn't really help a whole lot. So we have Protect Melee on, and we have Diamond Luck. So we're going to see on this one. Once again, we have to heal through Suffocate. So hopefully this one goes quick. Because it's melee, this is like the worst one. So we'll see how this goes. If we get a good start on it, like this is not a great start. We're missing a lot. And we're already on this Suffocate stuff. Yeah, he may end up healing a lot. This is where things get kind of although he's on fire now, so that's good. We're getting Suffocate again. Of course, I had to miss that tidal wave. I'll take a little bit of damage here. And we're getting Suffocate again. See, if you go on the magic side of this, you're just bashing this thing like crazy. You have no accuracy issues. You hit him, you do a lot of damage. Well, he's bleeding, so that's helpful. Get a tidal wave in here. Maybe hit pretty hard. If you get the rolls in your favor, this isn't so bad. But once he starts healing himself, which he hasn't, here we go. He's going to start healing now. Once he starts this is when things just bog down, and he'll heal up most of his health, and he just wastes a bunch of time here. Like the fight looks promising. You're taking him down pretty far, and then you're just not taking him down at all, and he's healing up pretty fast. So really don't like this fight as far as melee goes. And we'll see if that tidal wave hits for anything good. Kind of back to the halfway point on the hits. Yeah, we're getting there. If we can keep... Yeah, okay, there we go. If we can keep knocking him down. Get him on fire. I'm going to let this tidal wave hit. Heal that. Let this through. Actually, this fight's going fairly well. He's getting that mist walk in there. So he's going to heal. Yeah, we're close. All right. Maybe we can do this pretty quickly. And maybe not. This is one of those that's gone well. But see, he's still healing. If we can catch him on fire, get him bleeding or something. Yeah. If he gets another mist walk off, it's going to make this battle go. Yeah, it's going to make this battle go a lot longer. Unless we can get a really good hit in here. There we go. So, you can do the melee one, but the melee one sucks. And if he gets bogged down in this, say whatever this is, 1/5 to 1/3 to 1/4 of the way, somewhere in this realm, it can sit there forever, and it really just sucks. Okay. What do we want? 20% max hit and 20% accuracy. Where's that one at? Right here. All right, so this is the one we're going to take right here. All right, we'll take that one there. So that's this one. So we've got pretty good rolls, all things considered. If this chart, if no, this is from the wiki page. If this is something to go by, I don't like taking this one because you can stun pretty much everything aside from Bane. But the rest of these, aside from this one here, these are pretty good. Like we didn't get anything too well. This one's kind of far down there, but we didn't get into any of these really deep ones. So, all right, that's the last one we have to take. Now we have to switch our gear back. So we're going to, oh, I did want protect melee because the first thing we're going to do is fight those whatchamajobbers. So we're going to switch back to these gauntlets. And we need to go back into all our Slayer gear. Put this back on the torso. This goes to the number 2 torso. This goes to the number 3 one. This goes to 1 passive. This goes to 2 passive. And this goes to 3 passive. And then we double check everything. We've got all the right gear, and all the right gear. We did get a new ring, so we'll come in here and click on this and check that. And okay, we'll drop this in here. Enemies have minus 5% damage reduction. It'd be cool if you got like 3 of these things. That way you could just equip them up or something. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so we didn't change anything else. We're still on Diamond Lux. Okay, first things first, Unhallowed Wasteland. Let's do this. And we're going to do these. Ooh, that does some serious damage. Must be on bleed. Okay, so once again, we're going to circle back and I will see you at the next Bane fight unless something amazing happens, or, well, not amazing, but unless I die, we'll be back at the next Bane fight. Okay, we are back with the final Bane fight. Had a little bit of a dog situation to deal with there. So a little bit of a delay and everything, but we're back with the Bane fight. We're back with the magic side of it. I had to redo this and got him on a melee side, and that just wasn't going to happen. So we have Protect Magic, we have Battle Heart, we have plenty of runes. I think I can run Surge 2 with this, which is good. That'll speed up the attacks a little bit. I needed to switch to Ancient Magic, though. Let's make sure we're on that. And we have Magic, we have Protect Magic, and we have the Diamond Locks going. So, let's finish this fight. Let's get this over with. Now, the thing we have to heal through is going to be this overwhelming power. That is different than all the other times you've fought him. So you actually have to heal through this, in addition to healing through the Suffocate like normal. And the reason you run Incinerate, in case you haven't seen any of the other videos, the reason you run Incinerate is it doesn't miss, and it just lights him on fire, does a bunch of damage the whole way, so it helps out. The Mist Walk lets him heal up, and he gets a long heal on that. All right, overwhelming power coming up. Have to heal through this, get this done, and he's still healing, so all right, we're going to take another one of these Fragile Minds, another Fragile Mind. Here comes Suffocate. We're going to make sure and heal through some of this. I wanted to connect with that first hit so it lights him on fire. Keep him going down. Overwhelming power we're going to have to heal through. Hopefully we connect, which we did. Overwhelming power again. Let this connect, catch him on fire. Suffocate, we're going to catch him on fire. And let's see, heal that. I think he should be done. We're getting really close to being done with this. Heal that through just in case. We have overwhelming power again. Incinerate connected. Another overwhelming power. Let's see. Incinerate connected. He's missing with that overwhelming power. I'm going to let this hit. Suffocate is going out. Overwhelming power is going to hit. So we're doing really good. And we're probably 2-3 attacks away from beating this guy. He's going to try to heal, and it's going to be a few more than that with that healing on there. Okay, just about done. He's not doing anything special right now. Here comes some overwhelming power. Go heal through this. Fragile Mind doesn't matter much. If we can get through this next few, yeah, we have to heal through this. And he's doing some healing, so yeah, it's going to be... We could have been through this much quicker if he wasn't healing. Oh, I got to heal through that overwhelming power. Didn't catch that. See that one. And he's doing that overwhelming power thing again. Very close to the... see, this is what... When I got him on the melee side of this, I thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother because this part of the fight just sucks. He just heals so much, and even with magic, this is kind of a pain to go through, but it's even worse, you know, with all the healing and then the overwhelming power, and it just gets worse and worse with melee, so I just didn't want to bother with it. And he is just drilling with this overwhelming power. But you can't get ahead of that healing. Like, no matter what you do, you just can't get ahead of that healing. Unless you can catch him like now, he's not healing. If we can keep going with this, keep this momentum up, and the mist walk he's doing, so that's going to heal him back quite a bit. Hopefully we can stay ahead of it. Hopefully he ditches that overwhelming power for a minute and the suffocate. Oh, I died. Ooh, really? Well, shit. I'm going to have to go back and watch that again. That sucked. Oh, and they took all my tablets. Well, that was kind of suck. I thought I had him. I don't know what I got hit with. It was just a normal attack. Maybe the stacks had built up far enough. Well, that kind of blows. So, we're going to have to make some tablets and come back and try this again. That means we have to do that entire event again. Oof. Man. All right. That is disappointing. So, I think whenever I go through this again, I'll just do maybe the Bane fights or something. I'll skip this whole thing because this is a very long, drawn-out fight, and there's no need to sit through this whole thing again and again and again. You get the idea, and unfortunately, we do have to go through it all again. Fortunately, we didn't lose the Fury of the Elemental Zodiacs or the Burning Madness Ring or any of this stuff. That's all hard to get. But I guess we'll have extra shields and stuff. So, at any rate, it's disappointing. I was hoping to be done with this today. And now my video is not going to be what I thought it was going to be. So the little picture I have made is not going to be the picture that I used today. Anyway, that will do it for this one. We died and we have to start this whole event over again. That sucks. Anyway, take care. We'll catch you on the next one.